In what may go down as one of the most shocking and seismic moves in recent NFL history, the Dallas Cowboys have reportedly pulled off a blockbuster deal to acquire all-pro tight end George Kittle from the San Francisco 49ers. The news sent shockwaves through the league and social media, exploded with reactions ranging from disbelief to ecstatic celebration, from Cowboys fans who have long yearned for another Super Bowl-caliber piece to push this team over the edge. After years of roster tweaking, playoff disappointment, and unmet expectations, Jerry Jones has now made a historic move that signifies one thing and one thing only. The Cowboys are all in. George Kittle, the heart and soul of the 49ers offense for the better part of the last 7 seasons, is not just a tight end, he's a culture changer. A player who brings not only production and dominance on the field, but also leadership, tenacity, and the kind of infectious energy that transforms locker rooms. His departure from San Francisco marks the end of an era for the 49ers and the beginning of what could be a defining chapter in Dallas. So how did this all come together? And what does it mean for both franchises, particularly the Cowboys, who are desperately trying to end a nearly 3-decade Super Bowl drought? Sources indicate that the Cowboys and 49ers had been engaged in behind-the-scenes trade talks for weeks. With contract pressures mounting in San Francisco and the team needing to make tough financial decisions after handing out mega deals to players like Nick Bosa, Deebo Samuel, and Christian McCaffrey, moving Kittle, while shocking, was a financial reality. The Cowboys, sensing opportunity and knowing full well that they lacked an elite, game-changing tight end, were ready to pounce. The final package sent to San Francisco was significant. Dallas reportedly shipped multiple high-draft picks, including a first-rounder and a third-rounder, as well as a promising young player, rumored to be defensive lineman Osa Odighizuwa, to make the deal happen. For Jerry Jones, a man known for bold, high-stakes moves, the price was worth it. After all, Kittle isn't just any tight end. He's a generational player at the position. For years, Cowboys fans have watched as Travis Kelce, Kittle, and Mark Andrews became focal points of their respective offenses, while Dallas tried to make do with mid-tier options. Jake Ferguson showed flashes, but let's be honest, George Kittle is in a different stratosphere. He's a punishing blocker, a nightmare after the catch, and one of the most reliable red zone threats in football. With Kittle now wearing the star, the Cowboys' offense suddenly looks far more dynamic, balanced, and complete. This move isn't just about acquiring talent, it's about sending a message. The message is clear. The Cowboys are no longer satisfied with being in the mix. They're done being a team that looks good on paper, but under-delivers in January. Jerry Jones is 81 years old. He's not waiting anymore. He wants another Lombardi trophy, and he wants it now. The acquisition of Kittle proves that this organization is willing to push all its chips to the center of the table. Let's talk about the football fit, because it's mouthwatering. Pairing Kittle with CeeDee Lamb gives the Cowboys one of the most dangerous receiving tandems in the NFC. Add in Brandon Cooks as a vertical threat, and now Dak Prescott has a complete arsenal. More importantly, Kittle's blocking ability will transform the run game. Whether it's helping to spring holes for rookie Quinshon Judkins or chipping elite edge rushers, Kittle's versatility makes the entire offense better. He's a player who doesn't need to be schemed open. He creates openings through sheer will and physicality. And speaking of Dak Prescott, this might be the most important development of his entire career. With so much speculation about his future in Dallas and no contract extension signed yet, this season is widely viewed as his make-or-break year. Giving him an elite tight end is both a vote of confidence and a final challenge. No more excuses. No more wondering if he has enough weapons. Between Kittle, Lamb, Cooks, Pollard, if retained, and Judkins, this offense is stacked. It's up to Dak to lead it. But let's not overlook the leadership Kittle brings to the locker room. Cowboys insiders are already raving about the energy he's brought in just his first few days. His vocal presence, unmatched work ethic, and passion for the game are already rubbing off on teammates. This is a guy who doesn't just play football, he lives and breathes it. In a locker room that has occasionally lacked urgency and killer instinct, Kittle's presence could be the emotional spark this team has sorely needed. For Mike McCarthy, this is a godsend. With offensive play-calling duties now firmly in his hands, he has a chess piece that can line up anywhere. Kittle can be used in 12 personnel, split wide, or even in motion to confuse defenses. The Cowboys can now dictate matchups instead of reacting to them. Defenses will have to pick their poison bracket CD and leave Kittle one-on-one, stack the box, and risk Lamb over the top. There are no easy answers anymore. Of course, there are skeptics. Anytime a team gives up major draft capital and takes on a sizable contract, there are risks. Kittle has battled injuries in the past, and he turns 31 this year. But if the Cowboys get even 2 elite seasons from him, the gamble will be worth it. Championships are not won with caution, they're won with bold moves. And this, make no mistake, is as bold as it gets. For the 49ers, this is a painful but calculated decision. They remain contenders and believe that their system can continue producing with other tight ends. They'll lean more heavily on Christian McCaffrey, Deebo Samuel, and Brandon Ayuk. But losing Kittle is not just a loss on the field, it's a cultural loss. He was the face of the team's grit and swagger. Replacing that will be a challenge no matter who steps up. In Dallas, though, the mood is electric. Social media videos have already shown Kittle arriving at the team facility, greeting teammates, and flashing that trademark grin. He looks energized, hungry, ready to go to war in a new uniform. Cowboys fans are right to be excited. This is the kind of move that signals real ambition. It's the type of aggressive front office swing that separates contenders from pretenders. Dallas has talent across the board, from Micah Parsons on defense to a now explosive offense. And now, with George Kittle in the fold, they may have finally found the missing link. Imagine a playoff game where Doc lines up under center, Lamb wide left, Cooks wide right, Judkins in the backfield, and Kittle next to the tackle. What do you defend? Who do you double? How do you stop them? That's the problem opposing defensive coordinators now have to solve. The Cowboys didn't just make a trade, they made a statement. And that statement is loud and clear: Super Bowl or bust. The pressure is enormous, but so is the potential. The Cowboys now have a roster that can compete with anyone, and they've got one of the most impactful players in the league on their side. So what's next? Because if George Kittle has anything to say about it, the answer is yes.